Coming up tonight on YCN News, former state Senator Jim Rubens remains the first candidate to formally declare his race against current U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen. Newport, New Hampshire residents can again keep their doctor's appointments at the Newport Health Center. And Bellows Falls voters will meet in May to decide on a proposed $1.8 million budget. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. The political season in New Hampshire is heating up, even if the daytime temperatures lag behind. With another politician expected to join the race for the U.S. Senate seat now held by Democrat Jeanne Shaheen, one Republican challenger is finding time to help people learn more about the democratic process. Former New Hampshire State Senator Jim Rubens remains the first candidate to formally declare his race against Shaheen. After Rubens did so, conservative activist Karen Testerman announced she too would seek Shaheen's seat in November. Former Republican Senator from Massachusetts Scott Brown is expected to throw his hat into the ring this week. In March, Rubens met with a group of Iraqi citizens who wanted to learn how to run a political campaign different from the only form they now know, a campaign based on issues and not on religious principles. Indeed, a campaign focused on secular matters instead of sacred concerns. Rubens and the Iraqis met in Manchester at the office of the World Affairs Council of New Hampshire to learn political lessons from each other. The council marks its 50th anniversary this year. An interpreter facilitated the conversation between Rubens and the visitors. The mission of the World Affairs Councils in states across America is to educate U.S. citizens in important global affairs of our time. The council is a nonprofit organization and also is nonpartisan. Regardless of the political party, programs at the council reach across both sides of the proverbial aisle. Associate Director at the World Affairs Council of New Hampshire, Tim Horgan, helped coordinate the meeting between Rubens and the Iraq citizens. Horgan says the council's mission is to foster understanding by Americans of global issues.
So we run multiple programs, one of which is the State Department's International Visitors Leadership Program, which brings in up-and-coming leaders from throughout the world for discussions of different topics. Mainly in New Hampshire, we get government and nonprofit women's rights groups. We'll take them around to the top places in the state to talk about whatever their topic is. And we also run speakers programs throughout the year. This is our 60th anniversary, so this June we'll be celebrating that with a big presentation. And we also are getting into running some education programs for high schoolers to learn more about international affairs.
There are 40 councils across America. The council was founded in 1918. To learn more, go to www.worldaffairscouncil.org. Newport, New Hampshire residents can again keep their doctor's appointments at the Newport Health Center. Repairs to the green and white building on John Stark Highway are nearly complete, says practice manager Leslie Hutchins. The building reopened today following several weeks of renovations caused by winter weather. Hutchins says people seeking physical therapy will need to go to the New London Hospital for treatment a bit longer. More work needs to be done on this section of the Newport building. Shuttle buses are available to take patients to and from the New London site. Newport Medical Center is affiliated with the New London Hospital. When YCN News returns, we'll continue with more news.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Hi, this is Anita from Brattleboro Mobile at Exit 3. The store now offers more products you can pick up when you're on the go. Green Mountain coffee, drinks and snacks, beer and wine, and hopefully your next winning lottery ticket. Also, Brattleboro Mobile has added diesel fuel to go along with the 3 different grades of superior mobile gasoline. And remember, we have a courteous staff, a brand new look, and a convenient location, all at Brattleboro Mobile. See you soon.
Brattleboro Mobile. Exit 3.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. The Unity School Board will meet tonight with its newest elected member, Craig Shute, attending his first meeting. An update for the K through grade 8 school building progress likely will top the discussion. Voters approved borrowing $2.75 million more to complete the project. The goal is to have the structure ready to welcome about 110 students back to school in late August. When the building is complete, it also will serve as a gathering place for all residents. The Unity Town Hall is not large enough to seat the heavy turnout of voters at the school district's annual March meeting. Bellows Falls voters will approve or not a proposed $1.8 million budget in May. The spending plan is approved by the village's Board of Trustees, reports the Brattleboro Reformer. Monday, May 19th, is the date of the village meeting. It will be held at 7 p.m. in the Bellows Falls Opera House. Tuesday, May 20th, is voting day for elected officials. The polls will open at the Masonic Temple from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. To check out the budget and other Bellows Falls news, check out the official website at www.rockbf.org. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders is scheduled to be at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire on Saturday, Vermont Public Radio reports. Sanders, who earlier served as the mayor of Burlington, Vermont, is testing the political waters. The congressional midterm elections are this November. The presidential election is only 2 years away. Sanders is an independent in many senses of the word. VPR reports retired Middlebury College political professor Eric Davis says Sanders could choose to run as a Democrat. Sanders' views may find a more welcome spot for voters to get a handle on if he runs as a Democrat rather than as an independent or a third-party candidate. The widening income gap between the nation's haves and have-nots is a centerpiece and driving force behind Sanders' legislation, current and future.
The YCN News continues in a moment. You're watching YCN, your local view, on WNMN DT40, serving Saranac Lake, New York and the Adirondack region. WYCX CD2, serving Manchester, Vermont in the Green Mountain State. WYCU LD26, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire in the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region of the Granite State. And on demand at YCNnow.com. YCN is your local view, owned and operated by Cross Hill Communications, LLC.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local college sports.
Thanks, Rose. Don't let today's clouds keep you down because we're expecting sunny skies the next few days. Tomorrow, the sun will be out with highs in the upper 40s and a low of 28 degrees. Thursday will be sunny with temperatures rising to a high of 63 degrees with lows in the 40s. The weekend may be cloudy, but temperatures will continue to warm up. Friday will have highs in the 60s with a low of 35 degrees. Saturday and Sunday temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s with lows in the 30s. Here's a glimpse of the weather from our radar maps. Now let's see what's coming up on our community calendar. There are some important meetings coming up tomorrow night. In Claremont, New Hampshire, the City Council meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m. Danbury, New Hampshire will hold its Selectmen meeting at 6 p.m. And Windsor, Vermont will hold its Select Board meeting at 7 p.m. If you're looking to get active or try something new, check out the West African dance classes at the Stone Church in Brattleboro tomorrow at 7 p.m. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. It's time for your daily YCN Sports Report. There's some important college games to look at. Tonight, Dartmouth is facing off with Hartford, Connecticut in a men's lacrosse matchup. This should be a very anticipated game for Dartmouth. We will bring you the results of this game tomorrow. Wednesday, there is a Colby-Sawyer College game to be aware of. The Chargers women's lacrosse team is headed to Castleton State College in Castleton, Vermont to play against that team at 7 p.m. Now for an update from last night's Fisher Cats game. Well, it didn't happen. Heavy rainfall caused the game to be postponed. The Fisher Cats were set to play against Reading. The game has been moved to May 19th instead. The two teams will resume tonight and play against each other Wednesday as well.